Logan Paul, KSI, boxing rematch, YouTubers, innovation. What's up, guys? It's your boy Haz, aka Haz2 Live, and today we are back with another video. And you see, I've been uploading a couple of videos lately. I got a little something right there. Ugh. I feel like JJ. KSI said right before the day of the fight, he got a little bump on his face. I do too, bro. Hate to see it. My joint a little cute though, you know. It's not gonna mess up my pretty face. You feel me? I'm not gonna let that happen. Ha ha. But anyways, yo, Logan Paul versus KSI 2, the rematch. It was a really good event. Honestly, that was a really good fight. Now with the first fight, I really was rooting for KSI, but like Logan kind of did come out a lot stronger and beat him for the first couple of rounds, and then KSI came back when Logan gassed out and all that. You all know the history. It was a draw and all that. So we're not even gonna talk about all that. We're here to talk about last night's November the 9th, 2019 boxing match, KSI versus Logan Paul 2. First of all, the main difference with this fight, KSI came out strong right from the jump. The first round, JJ throwing jabs, just throwing jabs. And Logan was, he was matching the jabs too. Logan, he was known for his jabs and everything, how good they were. But KSI was like, that's what he was training for. He was training to avoid Logan's jabs because he knows that how good they were and his reach and all that. So he came out there, he had good defense. KSI was, returning with the jabs and all that. But he was throwing a lot of random haymakers like the whole fight for no reason. It was weird though, because I know he has a lot of stamina, so he didn't gas out. But you saw JJ the whole fight, huss. And I was just like, bruh, stop swinging so wildly. That was one of the main things. He was swinging really wildly in the first fight. In this fight, he wasn't swinging as wild as he was before. But even with the Joe Weller fight, JJ always just swings really wildly. And it's like, when you start losing, that goes out the window and you start going crazy with it. But he wasn't even losing really. And he was still just... So it was like throwing me off a little bit. I kept yelling at the screen. I was like, JJ, stop before you gas out. Because I really got worried for a second. I was like, I feel like this time JJ might end up gassing out before Logan does. And then Logan might come and knock him out or something. But JJ's stamina is really just crazy. Because he threw all those haymakers and was throwing wildly, using all these power punches for 6 rounds straight. He was throwing power punches for 6 rounds straight. And he never tired out. Well, he didn't get tired. He got a little gas. But you know what I mean? He didn't get all drained and drowsy and start leaning up on the walls and start going slow. He was still moving. He was still agile. Of course, Logan, he had his jab. He was actually returning. Last fight, Logan was afraid to continue his combo. He would basically just jab and that was it. He would just be like, jab and step off, jab, step off, jab, step off. He wasn't he never did a little, you know what I'm saying? He never returned it with a combo or a 1-2 or 1-2-3. You feel me? He was never actually going for it. In this fight, he kinda did that for a couple times. He did do that. He improved on that. He actually had his hands up this time. Last fight, Logan's defense, he didn't really need it that much. But this literally last fight, this was Logan's stance. He had his arms down majority of the time, and he would just step off or jab off to get away. He never this was Logan's stance the whole last fight, and he would jab to get away. He would jab to get away. He never he never did any of that. This fight, he actually had his hands up and he was actually moving around, so he learned to defend himself better. I would say they both landed a lot of significant punches on each other, a lot of good headshots. JJ was really going for the body. He knew that Logan's body is a big target, and luckily he took advantage of that because he definitely kept punching him in the body. Now here's where the fight turned around in Logan's favor, because if it was up to me, I would say JJ definitely won the first 2 rounds. I think it was the 3rd round. Logan landed a very smooth uppercut. He slipped under and hit JJ right. It was right And JJ, you could see when they replayed it in slow motion, JJ was rocked. You could see JJ was out of it. He was completely gone. And Logan returned with like a hook and came around. He didn't connect all of it. He hit it with like his forearm. So he didn't connect all of that. But then after that, Logan like grabbed JJ's head. He put him in a headlock, punched the back of his head for him to fall down, and then punched him again. I was like, man, you beating this man. It turned into a street fight. This is a boxing match. You can't do illegal shots like that in boxing. This man turned it into a street fight. Grabbed this man's head after he was already rocked and falling to the floor, punched him in the head again, and then punched him and he was already on the ground. So of course they took 2 points off Logan for that. Logan was upset. He said he should have got a warning for that. I'm like, or at least should have been 1 point. He said he's gonna take it to the commission to try to get it revoked. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna do anything. So JJ still won. But regardless, I can understand why he's upset that he just lost 2 points just like that. But I feel like you should not have got a warning because you definitely striked him like 3 times. Well, twice after he was already rocked and falling. So one of those, I guess, could have been your warning, and then the other one should have just been a point. So if anything, 1 point deduction. You definitely should have lost a point. 2 points maybe was excessive, but 1 point, you definitely should have lost that. And also earlier in the fight, JJ or KSI, he knocked Logan. They were saying it was a slip, but then when you rewatch the footage, it really looked like a knockdown. JJ like punched Logan in the face and he fell. He swung like 3 times. He missed the first one. Logan dodged the second one. And then JJ connected the third one, and then Logan fell. But they were saying it was a slip. But if you watch the footage, it's a knockdown. I don't care what you say, it's a knockdown. Really good fight. Then JJ, after Logan like illegally beat JJ like that, they called like a timeout, and then JJ got some time to recover. He was still rocked for like a good minute or two. And Logan, that's another thing. Logan he's just not an aggressive fighter because JJ was rocked. Like after that uppercut and after getting and he was already messed up from the back of his head stuff too. So he's really just not in the right mindset. Logan really should have just started wailing on him, like ran up and just started wailing on him. What was he gonna do? The man's stumbling. He's not as fast as he was a second ago. His arms, like you could tell, JJ was like the aggressor in the fight. He was chasing Logan down the whole time. After that, JJ was like this and running away from Logan for a minute because he was still rocked. If I'm saying that somebody has their arms up and keeps blocking, and plus JJ kept like flinching, like Logan wouldn't even swing. He would be like, and then JJ was like kept flinching. JJ was like, I wouldn't say scared, but he just didn't want to be messed with at that exact time because he was still messed up from getting cracked in his chin. But Logan should have just really ran up to him and started wailing on him, but he just didn't have that mindset, I guess, that mentality. And that allowed JJ to come back, and he definitely went crazy, and he started beating Logan again. No one got knocked out. I really thought someone would get knocked out because they had 10-ounce gloves, no head guards or anything. They kept promoting it. Eddie Hearns, the big boxing promoter, he was like, somebody's getting knocked out in this fight. Everyone thought someone would have been knocked out. Jeff Mayweather said, which was KSI's one of his coaches, he said he was going to knock out Logan by the 4th round. Logan and Shannon Briggs were saying knockout by the 1st round, Everyone said it was a knockout. Everyone thought someone would have got knocked out. I didn't care what round it was. I didn't want to see it in the 1st round, but I really figured by the 4th or 5th round, KSI was going to knock Logan out. That's what I thought. But then he didn't. And I was like, you won, so. It went down to the judge's decision. The first judge was in favor of KSI. I think it was 57, 54. No, I don't want to mess up these cards. But I think the first one was 57, 54. Or that was the third one. The first one was 56, 55 for KSI. The next one was 56, 55 for Logan. And then the third one was 57, 54 for KSI. Regardless, 2 of them were in favor of KSI. 1 judge was in favor of Logan. KSI got the dub. Logan was upset. You could tell he was upset, but they showed respect. I don't know how genuine it was. KSI decided to be the bigger man, and he was like, "Aight." And he shook Logan's hand. Logan shook his hand. They had a nice little respectful talk. The coaches who have been, Shannon Briggs and Vidal Riley definitely were going smack at each other this whole time, and they gave each other some respect. They talked it out. It's weird. Logan and KSI both repeatedly told the world how much they hated each other and there's no respect left and everything. I know after a fight you show respect and everything, so that's cool. It's just, Logan said when they were doing their little talk, he was like,
I know that I was talking all this shit and everything, but it was all for the show.
To promote it. So I'm like, you really didn't even hate this kid. You were just promoting and talking all that shit just to talk. Because from KSI's point of view, you can definitely tell KSI does not like Logan Paul. He really hated that kid. Like, everything he said, he genuinely meant it. And Logan, I thought he meant it, but apparently he didn't mean it. But KSI, he was being true to himself. Everything he said he was going to do, he said he was going to win the fight. He said he didn't like Logan Paul. He said everything he said, he actually did. He beat him. He didn't like him. He showed some respect to him, whether it was genuine or not. It looks good on camera, so screw it. And yeah, that's tough. That was a good little quick in-depth breakdown on the boxing match from November 9th, 2019. What was it called? The Scrap on the app. It was live streamed on DAZN. Of course, I was struggling. I didn't buy this fight. I'm sorry, I didn't buy it. I was watching it on Twitch. I was struggling going from so many live streams because they all kept getting claimed and striked and taken down, and I knew that was gonna happen. So the whole fight, I was just like clicking around. I was like, this stream, and then it went down, and then it was like this stream, and I would just be watching so many different streams. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't buy the fight, but I wasn't paying $20 to watch all that. Like, I wanted to see YouTubers box. I didn't want to see professional fighters. If I want to see professional fighters, I'll watch it on YouTube regardless. Last year I did buy the pay-per-view for $10 to watch all the YouTubers. This time, it was literally KSI and Logan. I was not paying for all those other people. So, sorry, I didn't buy your little pay-per-view, but I still saw it, making videos for it. So, enjoy. If KSI or Logan Paul is watching this, good job to y'all. I respect both of y'all as men. And you got the job done. So, yeah. Let's try to get this video to about 300 likes. Ooh, you see my eye? You see how light my eye is? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But let's get this video about 300 likes. You know, like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Growing the channel. The video I posted last night literally got to over 200 views in 30 minutes. That's the fastest any of my videos have ever, like, went up. So, thank you for watching that video. Even though it was only a quick minute-long video, and I got copyright claimed on it, so I took the song off at the end. It was a little KSI song. I thought all of his songs were free, but apparently not. It's just off his new album that they're free. So, yeah, don't forget to check out the rest of the videos. Don't forget to check out the channel. I'll be making a couple more videos about the fight. It'll be released throughout the week. I'm going to do what's next for KSI, what's next for Logan Paul, stuff like that. Might actually be able to react to the fight, like rewatch it, the highlights or something. I don't know. But I'ma fuck with y'all, and we out.
Damn, I'm on red alert. Else you went up in the dirt.